So it has been brought to my attention by one of my subscribers. Shout out to Andre Eli for informing me of this. Kevin Spacey is back in the news yet again. And it's not because of a movie role, although there was some movie that came out recently with him in it, and I think it was called The American Billionaire Boys Club, something like that. But the movie only made like a measly $628. I don't even know how it made that much, but I guess some people still like Kevin Spacey. I don't know. But anyway, it has come out that he is now being investigated for a new sexual assault case. They said more than 30 men have said they were victims of unwanted sexual advances by the Oscar-winning actor. And speaking of Oscar-winning actor, I wonder if they're going to strip him of his Oscar. You know, they removed Bill Cosby's name off of the little records, whatever, the little Academy, whatever they call it. They removed his name. Are they going to remove Kevin Spacey? Apparently, by them calling him Oscar-winning, this is still there. But then again, it doesn't surprise me because Roman Polanski still has that title of Oscar-winning too. And he messed around with a minor and then fled the establishment. But I don't need to go into that. Y'all already know the story. So, Kevin Spacey. Now, this is a disgraced actor right here. This is a disgraced individual right here. But we'll see how far it goes. But let me read this article. Los Angeles prosecutors said on Wednesday they were reviewing a second sexual assault case involving Oscar-winning actor Kevin Spacey. A sex assault case was presented yesterday to our office by the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department involving Kevin Spacey. It remains under review, Los Angeles District Attorney spokesman Greg Risling said in an email statement. Risling declined to give any details on the latest case. Representatives for the actor did not immediately return requests for comment on Wednesday. The district attorney's office said in April that it was reviewing a case involving Spacey dating from 1992 involving an adult male. Spacey last October publicly acknowledged for the first time that he was gay. To be honest, he didn't even have to do that. I think there were rumors flying, and I think people were speculating that he was a gay man, but they didn't hold that against him. But the fact of the matter is, the way that he came out was like, it was not appropriate. Not because he came out, but it's because he decided to come out when he was being exposed for being basically a perv. AD got up in arms about that. But anyway, let me continue. More than 30 men have said they were victims of unwanted sexual advances by Spacey, who became embroiled in controversy last year when actor Anthony Rapp accused him of trying to seduce him in 1986 when Rapp was 14. In October, Spacey apologized for any inappropriate conduct with Rapp, but has not commented since. The fallout resulted in Spacey, who won a Best Actor Oscar in 2004 American Beauty, being dropped from the final season of the Netflix series House of Cards and erased from the 2017 movie All the Money in the World. Netflix in January reported a $39 million write-off on Spacey-related projects. London's Old Vic Theatre, where Spacey served as artistic director for 12 years, said last year that it received 20 accusations of inappropriate conduct by Spacey between 1995 and 2013. Spacey is one of dozens of men in the entertainment industry and politics who have been accused of sexual misconduct in the past 10 months, partly as a result of the Me Too social media movement. And they need to go after Asia Argento. I don't know why they keep wanting to leave this bitch out. And also go after Allison Mack. The woman has a goddamn sex cult, or had one, and branded her victims with a goddamn iron to put her initials on their body as if they were cattle. But because they are women, they're not going to go after them. Now back to Kevin Spacey. Now, I don't know if y'all have noticed, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but the show House of Cards was actually filmed in Baltimore, even though it took place in DC. I actually worked on that show for a few episodes over maybe the course of the first 3 seasons, maybe. Just like, you know, as a background actor, if you actually look at the very first episode of House of Cards, you can actually see me. I'm actually in the scene where I'm playing a sanitation worker. And it happens like almost in the beginning of the episode. and I'm like the one that's closest to the camera, so you can't really miss me. Just decided, you know, to throw that in there. And I actually did maybe one or a couple of scenes with Kevin Spacey where he was in the scenes. And I don't know, it just seemed like something about his demeanor seemed to be kind of off. I was like, maybe he's staying in character, or, you know, maybe it's just a long day, he may be tired, because, you know, actors, you know, they go through a lot of stuff. But now looking and, you know, seeing this right here, I think the guy's just always been odd. I'll never forget another time when, and this was before House of Cards became a thing, at my former job, there was some kind of an event, and he was a special guest speaker. And I was leaving, I was getting off work, and he was standing outside with some guy, and he was smoking a cigarette. And I was walking, and I kind of like look at that. I didn't want to get all in his face and everything like that, because, like, you know, I don't want to be all up in people's faces and everything like that. And I think he saw me, like, kind of glance at him with this kind of look. Like, I was trying to figure out if that's who I thought it was. I wasn't trying to be, like, weird or anything like that. And then he took right down and walked fast as hell into the theater before I could even ask him, are you so-and-so? And then I looked at this other person walking up, and I guess he was standing from the other side. And I said, was that who I thought it was? He was like, yeah, that's Kevin Spacey. I was like, oh, okay, and went home. I was like, oh okay, whatever. But that's just a little 2 stories right there I had right there about me either working with him indirectly or seeing him on the street. And that was pretty much it. But I don't know what else to say. I mean, Kevin Spacey, this is probably the end of your career right here. I don't know if you're going to be able to bounce back from this. You're not going to be able to pull a Roman Polanski, because see, Roman Polanski, the advantage he had was that he did his dirt pre-social media era. You did your dirt pre-social media era, but it came out and blew up in your face in the social media realm. So now they can go back and dig up all your dirt. And he might as well just hang it up. I'm gonna watch the last season of House of Cards, because I've watched it this long. I've been a part of the show. He's not going to be on the show, so I have really nothing to worry about with that. But I was actually kind of mad, because with how the last season ended, I was like, oh, the last season of the show is going to be very good. And now that he's gone, and I think they pretty much going to kill his character off, because we're not going to see him, it's going to be like, how or what direction are they going to go with this show? It's the last season, so it should be very interesting, but I guess we'll see when it happens. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. The links will be down below. I will talk to you in the next one.